Hey, I'm Simon, I'm from Rotterzwam, and in this video we're going to show you how we went from this to this. So stay tuned. Hi and welcome to another video about urban mushroom cultivation. We at Rotterzwam grow mushrooms on our 700 square meter urban mushroom farm in the city center of Rotterdam, and we truly believe in open source. And that's why we share the insights we learn here at our farm with the world. Some we share for free and some for a fee. We believe that every city should have a mushroom farm that converts waste into taste and goes from waste reduction to food production. You can find more information on why we do what we do in the description below this video. And if you like our videos, then don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And now to the content of this video, which is about making this basket for pasteurizing straw. Straw? Didn't they grow mushrooms on coffee grounds? Yes, we did. And do. But the corona measurements that are in effect in the Netherlands are causing a sharp decline in coffee. So we needed to switch substrate if we wanted to continue growing mushrooms, and we did want to do that, so we went for straw. Rapeseed straw, that is. So straw needs to be pasteurized, and we have a stainless steel barrel to do that. This 220 liter barrel, which is about 60 gallons, has a heating element welding in it. You can see it there. And this is to heat the water to 75 degrees Celsius, which is about 167 Fahrenheit. And when the water is hot enough, we place the straw in a big basket and submerge it in the hot water for pasteurization. So normally we only use this basket for workshops, but since we're now using it on a regular basis, it got some wear and tear. So we needed a new one, but we're not going to take you to the entire build because we only took some pictures of that process. So it should give you a good overview on how to make one for yourself if you needed one. As I said, we had no video recordings of making this wire mesh basket for straw pasteurization, so I decided to make a presentation and walk you through it. Obviously, the first step in this process is measuring the size of the barrel to determine the size of the basket. So in this case, our basket was about 56 centimeters in diameter and about 72 centimeters higher. Next step was making a mold to wrap that whole basket around it. So I'm not really going into details into how making a mold or to how to cut a circle out of wood. There are a lot of YouTube channels out there that can provide you with this information and these insights. We're just concentrating on the build here. So when using a mold like this, make it a few centimeters smaller than the actual size. I believe we went with 53 centimeters size for the mold. Next, we wrap the aluminium strips around the mold, and with some help of some clamps, that is something that is pretty easy to do and to process. Just clamp them into the place, and then the next step is bolting these strips together for strength. And we used stainless steel bolts. I believe it was an M3 size, but this size of course depends on the size of your basket and the size of the strips that you are using. After that, you can take the mold off, get the frame off the mold, and it's time for you to admire how far you have gotten already. And this is really a nice sight, getting a project like this and being halfway. So we have the frame, and the next step is to start a similar process for the mesh. In our previous basket we made only one layer of mesh. In this one I decided to use all the material I have, and I ended up with having 4 layers of mesh. So this will make a very strong and sturdy basket even without the frame because of the 4 layers. Next step is folding on the top, folding that in, as you can see here on the image, because this part will eventually be the bottom of the basket. So it needs to be closed at the bottom, obviously. So in this, you start folding it in. And these gloves that I show you are not for nothing. You should wear gloves, and be careful. Maybe that should be step number 1, but this wire mesh can give you some serious cuts, so be careful. Next step is to get the mesh off the frame, and this then I placed the two together, and I could also see that I've made I would change something if I would do it again the next time, because I used the same mold for both the frame and the mesh, so I had to disassemble everything due to the tight fit before I could bring them both together in a new basket. And while disassembling, again I hurt myself, so again be careful also for you guys. And then when you have brought the two together, you have a finished basket, and the only thing I added was a lid and some handles for easy handling, and with that we have a finished product. Alright, I hope this was useful and gave you some ideas on how to make a solid basket for straw pasteurization on the scale for urban mushroom production. If you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section below this video, because we do our best to answer them, and I hope to see you soon in our next video.